to another Flintstones episode review. So I know I missed last week altogether, and technically kind of last week too, because it's now Monday, but I'm jumping back in so we can hopefully get back on track this Friday. So anyway, this is for the episode The Big Bank Robbery, which is pretty self-explanatory in the title of what this one was. So basically, Fred is over in Barney's yard trying out his new hammock because of course he is. I guess it's yet another thing Fred must be intending on borrowing at some point in time, knowing him, but regardless, he's annoyed that Barney woke him up a couple hours early from when he wanted to be woken up from his nap, and so basically about the only thing that would make him want to be woken up early was if a big pile of money were to land in his lap. Right about that moment, a big sack of money flies over the wall and hits him in the head. Close enough. And he thinks, hey, my prayers have been answered, I'm rich! And it is like a large sum of money, especially for 1960s standards, even though this is cavemen, so it'd be even higher. But regardless, he thinks that, heaven sent, this is his money, and Barney's like, so what are you gonna do with your half? Fred's like, what do you mean, my half? Well, it's in my yard. No, there's no we, buddy. There's no we here. Regardless, he thinks he struck it rich and everything, but of course, things can never be that simple. A couple of bank robbers literally just ditched it, so cops following them, they won't find any money on them, therefore, can't be us. Yeah, except that you see where it's going. Regardless, so the guys are oblivious to this until after they've already gone and told their wives about this and how they've hit it rich, and they really are not buying it one bit. They're like, yeah, you're gonna go turn this in at the police station. That's not your money to keep. Nobody just gives away that kind of money. And they're like, yeah, sure. But, I forget if it was they were in fact going to take it back to the station, or they were gonna just be like, yeah, right, we're just gonna go deposit this. Regardless, as they're in the car, they hear on the radio, after they've gone to a gas station to refill their tank. Never mind that this car is something that Fred pedals with his feet. Why it needs gas, I don't know, but regardless, as since this was back in the 60s, people still put the gas in your car for you back then, so this was also in the cartoon as well. He accidentally opens the trunk and finds the sack of money, so he calls in the cops to report these two as the supposed bank robbers that are on the loose, and gives the description of Fred and Barney, since he thinks it's them, and by all intents and purposes it does appear to be them. So now the cops are after them, and a lot of the episode is just like a big long chase sequence. They eventually sneak back home to try and, ditch the money there and just go hide out somewhere until the whole thing calms down and the whole thing can be sorted out. It becomes a whole thing. Of course, the wives have to come to their rescue because they always do, don't they? Yes. They have to fix all the men's messes. True to life, really. But regardless, they go and they hang out in this seedy, bar, I think it is, or a nightclub or something. And they start talking big talk about this money and everything, trying to see if they can con the real crooks, who they are quite positive are there somewhere. They don't know who it is, but they're sure they're there. They're gonna con them into wanting their money. So, they do. It all ends up working. There's the whole cop thing. It's a mess, but it works out. It's all very convoluted, but it's also all very Flintstones. I don't know, I feel like the chase sequence, as much as it's supposed to be suspenseful, was drawn out a little too long. It's like, okay, it's kind of getting old, dude. I think this was kind of like a fluff episode. They had a good idea in concept, but then they tried to flesh it out. Excuse me. Tried to flesh it out. And I guess schedules, having to crank out a certain number of episodes per, excuse me again. Certain number of episodes per however long they had for it. Some of them they kind of had to phone it in a little bit, cut some corners. It seems like this one they did in fact cut some corners on, but it's still pretty good. But also one I would only give a 4 out of 5 because of those cut corners on it. But I mean, it's still worth a watch. It's not bad or anything, but yeah. So those are my thoughts on that one. Quick though they may be, like I said, I'm trying to just get everything back on schedule and back on track. So anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.